Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and one rogue anti-Trump judge just got his comeuppance. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. A lot of these judges, they think they're the president. They think that they can craft policy, that they can change the laws on a whim, that they can rule based on their feelings and not on what the law is. They've gone above and beyond. They've gone so far past the line of jurisprudence at this point that I don't know how to rein them in other than impeachment, which is an extreme measure, something you don't want to take. Judges are supposed to just follow the law, but there are some judges that hate President Donald Trump so much that they'll burn this whole country down just so he doesn't get his way. That's psychotic. It's psychotic. And at the lead, in my opinion, in the whole country of anti-Trump TDS wacko judges is Judge Boasberg. Judge Boasberg, who put a hold on the president deporting criminal migrants. Now, by definition, all migrants that are illegal are criminals that are illegal. Legal ones, no problem. But illegal ones, by definition, they're all criminals. That's what the word illegal means. That being said, Boasberg put a hold on these deportations. Well, an appeals judge, two appeals judges, just smacked it down. Now, there was one Biden judge on this panel of three that did not. They dissented, but two judges on the appeals court agreed with Trump and allowed the deportations to continue. But they also said that Boasberg could not hold the Trump administration in contempt of court because they kept deporting the illegal immigrants. Boasberg really went beyond what power he thought he had, and a good smackdown every now and again is a good idea. I want you to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Deportation orders and are under federal criminal investigation. Now it comes as the Trump administration secured a big win in its battle with U.S. District Court Judge James Boasberg. On Friday, a federal appeals court halted his criminal contempt proceedings against White House officials involved in a high-stakes immigration case. They were accused of violating his orders earlier this year to stop using the Alien Enemies Act to deport alleged Venezuelan gang members. All right, now to another CNN exclusive. We obtained an internal notification that U.S. law enforcement is planning to interview unaccompanied migrant children in custody at shelters across the country. That includes more than 2,000 children who arrived at the southern border without a parent or guardian. CNN's Priscilla Alvarez has more.
All of this is stemming from the president's criticism of the Biden administration's handling of migrant children and skepticism among administration officials about the federal program that is charged with the care of unaccompanied children. But there are significant red flags that are being raised. For example, there are already processes in place if a child is signaling that they may have been victims of human trafficking or some other nefarious activity. In those situations, they, for example, being attorneys, bring in federal law enforcement, and they also usually conduct those interviews off campus. The concern here is that by bringing federal law enforcement for blanket interviews with children in these shelters, that they could be exposing this already vulnerable population and in some cases re-traumatizing children. Now, in a statement, the Health and Human Services spokesperson Andrew Nixon said, quote, "We are committed to working with our partners to identify criminal activities that threaten unaccompanied alien children to root out both trafficking and fraud." In another statement, the Department of Homeland Security spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin said, quote, "As of July 24, 2025, more than 59,000 of the backlogged reports have been analyzed and processed, reports concerning unaccompanied kids." She goes on to say that they have resulted in more than 4,000 investigative leads, including fraud, human trafficking, and other criminal activity. Now, these interviews that are expected to happen with children in custody